Gucci, Louis, bag, They say, so she want me fuck, me say, come over me yard, no. So me cock it up on the dress and me fuck it hard. Me fuck it hard up inna your belly, that's where me cock it on. She a cock and she call me phone and she a call. Never answer the call. Me no want nobody, nobody, so no tell nobody. Nobody, you love when me touch up your body. Nobody, I be tough everything on Instagram. No follow me, no like none of me picture them on Insta. No comment on it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me back again with another video. So today I'm in my room again and I've got like a different setup. It's kind of cute or whatever. It's kind of cute. So today I'm kind of annoyed because I've got hay fever, so my eye is watering a little bit, you know. What can you do? Today I'm using my camera to film for the first time. I've never filmed on my channel with my phone, so we're gonna see how that goes. I just wanted to try something easier today because I'm just doing a story time, guys. Every time I think about this thing, yeah, I laugh. I laugh so fucking much. I have family over, so it might be a bit noisy in the background, but like, just don't watch that. Just don't watch that. But still, yeah. Every time I think about this thing, yeah, like my blood pressure actually rises. So obviously you've read by the title. You've read by the title that I'm doing a story time on the time my parents caught me smoking weed. What the fuck? I feel so you know when you're actually like saying it like out like with your mouth, like you did that and you got caught. Like I feel so stupid, like, and like I'm gonna say beforehand before we like actually start this video, like it was so stupid, waste of time, like so like it's just like bad. Like I don't even know like what was wrong with me, like what came over me, and like I actually did something that stupid. Like I don't smoke.
Why the fuck you lying?
This is like the story time on the time I did, and I regret it, and I would never do it again. Like if you're out there and like you're out here smoking every day, smoking weed, like that's your business, that's your life. But like I did it, and honestly it didn't do anything for me, and I wouldn't do it again. I mean, obviously I know like there's people out here that smoke weed and like that's their thing and they like smoking weed. Like I'm not gonna judge you for that. Never that I'm never gonna come on here and judge people for doing what they do, like never that. But I'm just saying, like, there's better lifestyle choices to be made. You feel me? You dig? So anyways, so I'm gonna like I wish I had the receipts out. Like I have the receipts, but I can't like post it. Like I have like videos of the whole thing happening, but I can't like post it because obviously I'm not friends with that girl anymore. So it's gonna be just, guys, I apologize beforehand for any like background noises like that you're hearing, but I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. So we're gonna call the friend Flower. Okay, so me and Flower, as close as we were, Flower was my best friend, no cap. Like if you see Flower, you see me. If you see me, you see Flower. Like that's how close we were. We were like, but obviously me and Flower were leading kind of very different lifestyles. Like I'm a pastor's kid, so obviously, yeah, like I do what I do, and like I'm not perfect, but Flower. Now, Flower, that's a that's a different story for another day. But me and Flower were like almost complete opposites. So I don't smoke, and I didn't smoke at the time. But Flower needed to calm down. Flower was a smoker, girl. When I tell you, baby girl, Flower could smoke. Flower loved to smoke. Like, if you said smoke, Flower was there. Like, you didn't even need to finish the words, but just say smoke. Flower, put up a hand and say, I'm there. Flower and smoke, yeah. Flower loved to smoke igbo. And that's something I just didn't do. I ain't smoking igbo. I ain't smoked that. What? Like, obviously I'd been around it. I'd been to parties. Like, all my friends be smoking it. And I just wouldn't do it because I knew that is something I'm not meant to be doing. You heard? So, at the same time as, like, good as I was for knowing what I wasn't meant to be, and, like, still am for, like, knowing what I'm not meant to be doing, and, like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I let my friends at the time, I let my friends influence me a lot. Guys, when I tell you I was stupid, I was stupid. If my friends said, let's go and kill somebody, obviously I say no, but it got like, if they convinced me enough, I'd be like, okay guys. But then the thing about it is, I'm the type of person that it's a good quality, but sometimes a bad quality. I like to be that chick. Like, if there's 3 girls here and we're all doing the same thing, I want to be that chick that everyone is going to say, oh, yeah, these 3 girls were doing this thing. But did you see the way Precious did it? Like, Precious is the one that did it properly. Like, if I'm doing something, it don't matter if 500 people are doing it. I want the way I'm doing it to stand out. It can be a good quality, but a bad quality at the same time. Because it just means that I would just overdo stuff. I'm extra. I'm sorry. Shoot me. It will just text me. So, yeah, so that happened. So one day, my friend Flower, like, some people say mitched, some people say dog, some people say skipped. So she skipped school to go to a guy's house and, y'all do the dirty or whatever. So Flower skipped school to go to her nigga house and do dirty. She went to go a little bit nasty or whatever. But, like, that's how Flower got down. And I was leading a lie. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Flower did this, Flower did that, because me and Flower both know what it is. Okay? At that time as well, myself, I was living a very questionable lifestyle. I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was hanging out with people I wasn't supposed to be hanging out with. Girl, I was doing stuff I had no business doing. That's why my ass smoked weed and got caught, because I ain't had no business smoking the weed I was smoking. You heard? What? So, Flower was at this nigga house and what she do, and this nigga happened to be a plug. I know y'all see my girl Flower, hanging out with the plug or whatever. Ooh, plug walk. So Flower was always getting her good green off the plug, and she was talking to me. She's like, I'm at Flower's place. I wasn't at school this day. I was at home. Because me and Flower were like joints at the hip. If Flower ain't going to school, girl, what business I got at school? I don't got no other friends at school, so what the hell I'm doing at school if you ain't there, Flower? So I ain't going to school. So I didn't go to school because Flower didn't go to school. So I was at home, but obviously, like, I was at home. My mama knew I was at home. Like, my mama knew I ain't go to school. My mama knew I was at home doing whatever. Flower mama ain't know where she was. Flower, they could have killed your ass and your mama wouldn't have known where you was. Okay, this sounds like that. So, yeah, so Flower was at this guy's house. He's a plug. She was doing nasty because that's her boy. So, Flower hit me up while she was at this guy's house. And she was like, yo, Precious, like, I just, like, me and Plug just did this. He's good and he's got some good green. Like, girl, I wish you smoked. You could try this. So then she's over here with this Plug, and obviously I'm on speaker, so the Plug is talking as well. So the Plug is now talking to like, three of us are now talking about like weed and smoking and all this shit, and then the Plug started telling me like, I don't know why you smoke. Like, smoking weed has some benefits. Like, it can help you do this. It can help you lose weight. It make you smarter.
Fuck. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that? Ah! What the fuck is that?
How in the hell does smoking weed make you smarter? But he was out here telling me that smoking weed would make me smarter. All the rappers like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, they all smoke weed. That's how they write some sick rhymes. Like, girl, first of all, Cardi B don't even write her own rhymes. That's how stupid I was.
Miley, what's good? Hey.
You tell me all this, like, oh, if you smoke weed, you'll lose weight, you get a fatter booty, you this and that. And I was like, okay, I want to try it, guys. My stupid ass, like, I want to try it. So I was like, Flower, bring me home some of that green. I want to try it too. So long story short, Flower gets, skins, green, lighter, the whole shebang. She's got that anyway. She's got a weed box. Actually, I'm gonna put in a receipt right here of Flower sending me a message talking about how she can't find her weed box. You're gonna need that information for later on. So Flower tells me that she wants to bring back some weed so I can try it, but she can't find her weed box. First of all, that's for later on in the story. Okay. So Flower can't find her weed box. So Flower can't find no weed box. She can't find her weed box. Okay, calm. So she gets all the supplies, as I said before, she gets all the supplies from Plug and she brings it back to her house. So I go to Flower's house and she shows me everything. She showed me how to roll. I might insert the video and just cover Flower's face. She showed me how to roll. She showed me how to do all that stuff. Then she taught me how to smoke it. So she smoked first and she was like, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta inhale, you got da 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 da. So obviously, guys, I was scared as hell, but I was excited at the same time. I was like, dog, I'm about to be like a smoker. I'll be like the cool kids, you feel me? Like, smoker, Flower, she was a professional smoker, kid. She was blowing it out from her nose, doing circles, all types of shit like that. So I was like, dang, Flower, I'm trying to get like you, girl. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to be like you, smoke that green like you. So Flower shows me how to smoke it. So I take my first draw of the weed. When I tell you, I was coughing everywhere. I was out here, I was coughing everywhere. I was like, and then I was just like, no, I'm not smoking no more. No. I'm not doing it. You try to kill me? I hated it. Like, my chest was burning. I felt like I couldn't breathe right. I just absolutely hated it. The smell, everything. Just so yeah, like no, I didn't like it at all. So, but like, obviously, like, Flower was like, what the hell, you made me get like all this 20-pound weed off plug. Like, he gave that to us for free. He was so generous, and you know I can't smoke that stuff by myself. Flower, why you lying? Flower, why you lying? You know you can smoke that 20 all by yourself, but okay. So Flower makes me keep on smoking with her. But she ain't forced me. I voluntarily was like, okay, I'm gonna keep smoking. So I kept smoking this green with Flower. Me and Flower, we didn't even smoke like up to half of it. And then Flower's sister came home, her older sister, and we was like, we can smoke this while she's here. And then at the time, nobody was at my house except for, it was probably about like 1:30, and my little brothers and sisters would be coming home at 3 o'clock. So then we're like, okay, I got the keys to my house. Let's go to my house and we can smoke this in the backyard. So we go to my house. We go to my backyard. And mind you, we've just smoked like a little bit of weed. Like, obviously, like, we're not high or like crazy high or anything, but this is Flower is fine. This is my first time smoking weed. So I'm a bit like, I'm not like crazy high yet, but you know, I felt that. I felt it. So I'm walking down the road talking crazy and all this, and then we get to my house, we go to my backyard, and we start smoking. So by now we've smoked like half of it, and my sisters get home, and they started to smell it. They was like, what is that smell? And I was like, I probably shouldn't have left the back door open, but so my sister starts to smell it. I'm like, dang, y'all have some strong noses. So they were just asking, what's that smell? That smell is so nasty. Ew, who smell like that? You know how they be. So then, what happened? So then we got hella hungry for some reason. So we went to go buy like a bunch of food, and we just ate all of this food in my room. Then by the time we finished smoking this, eating all this food, my parents come home. So my parents come home, and we just finished smoking. So we're like, I probably shouldn't have done this on the day that I want my parents to be back home, but I was stupid. So my parents come home, and then they're like, well, what's up? Cool. Like, we were avoiding my parents, and my parents kind of noticed that. They're just like, why y'all avoiding us? Actually, no, my dad came home first with the kids. So then we were avoiding him. So he kind of just like clocked that we were avoiding him. So he was like, what the hell? But you know, it's whatever. He doesn't really care because, I don't know, like, we was avoiding him, but he just probably took it as like, they avoided me. Why y'all avoiding me? Okay. So then, like, after a while, it really started to kick in. So we were like laughing, moving back. We were in my room, just on my bed, laughing and shit, doing all sorts of stupid stuff, talking about absolutely nothing. And then my mom and my big sister come home. So I run outside to hug my big sister. That for my mom, was the first red flag. Because we're like, me and my big sister, as much as we love each other, we're like cat and dog. So that was kind of like the first red flag for my mom. She's like, I thought you hated her. But it was like, so then my friend is talking to Flower is talking to my mom, and my mom goes to Flower like, why your eyes is like, why? My mom looked at Flower, and she was just like, why is your eyes like somebody that smoked weed? And me and Flower were like literally, guys, we were like, what? What? me and Flower went up to my room, to my mirror, and we went in the mirror and we were doing our eyes like this, and we are asking each other, do I still look like I smoke weed? Do I still look like I smoke weed? Crazy. My mom is just like, my mom knows me, so when something is out of place with me, my mom can tell. So she clocked onto it pretty fast. She was like, why y'all look like you just smoked the artist weed? You guys look like you just smoked the baddest weed in ends. My mom knows. My mom's a G, so she clocked. So then we were like, dang. And Flower was like, nah, I'm going home. But we still had like about two joints worth of kush left. So we followed my big sister to her flat, which is literally like 2 seconds from my house, because she needed to pick something up. So while we were there, we were like, so, oh my god, like, now that I'm saying it, I'm just like, how stupid. The two joints. So we got to my sister's yard and we smoked 2 joints at her yard. My sister is cool or whatever. Obviously, she's gonna be like, guys, why you doing that? Like, she complained about it and like be like, she kind of just like whine in my ear about it, like, oh my god, stop, why you doing that? But I bully my big sister kind of, so I just be like, it's not that deep, girl, you need to relax, like, ain't nobody gonna catch me. So I said that to her. Like, I was just like, chill, like, it's not that deep. She helped us roll Jay or whatever. She helped us roll there. She helped us do there. But yeah, so we smoked 2 J's, and then after we smoked that too, Flower went home from my sister's house. She didn't follow me back to. Oh yeah, she did actually, to get her bag. Now those last 2 joints hit different. When I tell you I was gone, I was gone. So, nah. It was so bad. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, it's actually embarrassing. It was too bad. So then we go back to my place, and Flower needs to get her stuff. And my mom was just watching us, like, she was just looking at us. She didn't say nothing. She left it. And then when Flower was gone and it was just everyone in the house, my mom called me. She was like, you smoked weed, didn't you? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? Leave me alone. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I ain't got no sleep. I had a long day at school. Girl, I didn't even go to school. So obviously my mom was just like, but she didn't say anything still. It was late at this point. It was like 9, 10 o'clock. And my parents just went to bed. And I do not go to bed early. So it's like 9, 10 o'clock. And I'm in bed, knocked out. And like, obviously, my parents must have seen me when I was asleep or whatever. And I was knocked out, straight, cold, gone, like a log. So the next morning, my parents calmed. They didn't say anything. After I done smoked 4 joints of weed. This is somebody I have never smoked weed before. I smoked 4. So y'all know I was waved the day before from all that weed. So I wake up in the morning and I'm going to school the next day. And me and Flower, we get to school, we're laughing about it. We're like, we didn't get caught, girl. Hey! And she's telling me about how her sister was acting, like, telling her that she was acting funny. And she was, and then Flower tells me how she was eating her food. Flower tells me how she was eating her food at home. And she fell asleep on top of her food. And her mom was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Girl, we was crazy. We was moving out here, moving mad, done out here. So we're laughing about it, and then I get home from school that day, and my parents are ready for me. What? After I rejoiced in school finished, saying that I didn't get caught though. My parents don't know I smoke weed. My parents didn't catch me. I get home, and my parents are asking me, "Did you smoke weed?" Did I what? Me, I would never smoke weed. No way. And like my dad is a writer. My dad was like, "Did you smoke weed?" And I'm like, "No, Dad. I was just tired. That's why my eyes was like that. Mom was just being so extra. She never believed anything I say. I didn't smoke weed. You know I would never do that." Lying. The Bible says, "Say the truth, and the truth will set you free." God knows, if I just said the truth right then and there to my dad, it would have probably, it would have been totally different. But I lied. And then, later on after that, my parents left it. And then later on that day, in the, 9, 10 o'clock, my parents called me back to their room, just me. And they're like, "No, let's talk about it. Just be honest." My mom was just like, "Did you smoke?" My dad was just like, "Did you do it? If you just tell us, we won't do anything about it." So, obviously, if I had lied one more time, I would have got away with it. My parents were just making sure. I could have lied one more time, and that would have been it. But I just felt so guilty lying to my parents. And they were just like, "Just tell us, where your parents will understand." So I owned up to it, and I was like, I just tried it. My parents were like, "Kilo weed? You just what? Smoking weed in an African household? Am I dumb? With Nigerian parents, am I crazy or am I dumb? Am I what? What? No. What? Hey, did it make sense? Does it make sense? Did it make sense? The thing about it that kind of made me be like, that's not the end of it, is my parents gave out to me about it, but that was it. And I was just like, that can't be it. I already knew that couldn't be it. I can't graduate just like that, so I knew something was coming. So the next day, my dad is taking me and Flower to school, because me and Flower live close to each other. So my dad does the school run. So the next day, my dad is taking me and Flower to school. And he drops the kids off first, and then he takes me and Flower to school. So he's taking me and Flower to school. Now, mind you, the day before, when my parents were asking me, "Where did you get the weed from?" I said, "Flower gave it to me. And Flower showed me how to smoke it." And, guys, was I crazy? What? No, but what came over me? And I was running. I was like, no, I only tried it. It was for Flower. But it wasn't this thing. I was backing Flower but exposing Flower at the same time. Doesn't make sense. So, but my parents been knew that Flower was an influence on me. My parents been knew. So it wasn't a thing where they're like, "What? Flower showed you how to smoke weed." Where did Flower look like? My parents were just like, yeah. Flower taught you how to do that shit. We know. We just wanted you to confirm. So next day in my car, my dad just out of nowhere was like, "Flower, you taught my daughter how to smoke weed. You gave her weed. Where did you get weed from?" And me and Flower was like, and then I was like, what? And then get a load of this, guys. So Flower started crying like, no, I never. You ask your daughter where she got her weed from. No. I'm calling my mom because that's an accusation, being rude to my dad. And then I was just like, I'm sitting in the front seat, guilty as hell. And then I'm just like, Dad, why are you bringing it up? I thought we was over. And then my dad was like, will you shut up? My dad told me to shut the hell up. So I shut up. And then my dad was like, Flower, will you shut up if I pack this car and slap you? And call your mom. You smoked weed. Just giving it to Flower. And my dad was like, I will take you both to the police station now. And they will do a test on you and see you guys smoked weed and you will go to jail. And I was just kind of like, but you know, I ain't trying to go to jail for smoking weed, so I kept quiet. So then we got dropped off at school, and then me and Flower's like, oh, my God, man. Like, and then Flower's obviously like, you ratted me out. What's wrong with you? And I was like, girl, they know we smoked it. Like, I didn't know what to do. I had to tell them the truth. Whatever. So then after school, I get home and my mom is at home. My mom is never at home after school. She's always at her salon. So I get home and my mom is at home. So, okay, hi mom. And then my mom was like, get in the car. I was like, get in the car? Get in the car for what? She was like, I called Flower's mom. We're going to her house. I told her that we need to talk about something. We're going to Flower's house to talk about how you guys were smoking weed. Guys. Now I was just tired. Oh my God. Why are they dragging this? Like, I was just so done at this point. So I'm telling my mom, no, I'm not. And my mom's like, get in the car. We going to Flower's house. So I get in the car. So I text Flower quickly. I'm like, bro, we coming to your house. My mom wants to talk to your mom about how you smoke weed and all this shit. And then Flower was like, I already been told my mom that your dad is accusing me of smoking weed. I said, accusing? She said yes, because I denied it to my mom already. And plus my mom isn't even home yet. She's gone to work and she ain't gonna be home till later. So I was like, well, okay, thank God. So we get to Flower's house. Obviously Flower's mom isn't home, because like we get there and we don't see her car. So my parents are like, okay, obviously she's gone to work. Fine, we go back to my house, and my parents kind of just give out to me alone. Now, when I tell you, when we get home, my mom beats me. What? My mom beat the hell out of me. In fact, she beat the weed I smoked out of me. In my life, I will never smoke weed again. Who bought me? She even said to me, she was like, if you ever smoke weed again in your life, you will run mad. If you like, go and smoke it, you will run mad next time, I swear to God. And I was just like, girl, you ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me twice. Girl, I will never. Mom, I promise I will never. Like, but like on a real though, I would never. Because even when I did do it, like, I didn't even enjoy it. Like, I didn't like it. Oh my God, guys, my mom beat me. 16 years old, and my mom beat me like I was 10. She beat me. She beats me. Guy. Nah. So then, it's like, so my parents took my phone, but we have laptops. So it's like 8, 9 o'clock, and I'm on the computer doing what I do, and I go on Messenger on my computer, and I see a message from Flower 2 minutes ago, and she's saying, yo, Precious, we're coming to your house. Me, my mom, my dad, me, my mom, my uncle, and my sister were coming to your house because your dad accused me of smoking weed. And I was like, girl, what do you mean accused? Like, you did it. We did it. I've already, like, Flower, we both did it. I faced the consequences of what I did. We both smoked that weed, and you know you smoked that weed, girl, because you be smoking it. It was my first time. You be smoking that weed. And she was like, no, I already denied it to my mom, so I have to keep denying it. Like, I can't own up to it. And guys, here is this message again. I'm gonna try insert it if I can. How somebody that don't smoke weed got a weed box? You telling me that you're being accused of smoking weed with me, like I'm the only one that smoked the weed, but you the one that got a weed box and you couldn't find it. That's why you needed to get all the stuff off the plug. But you out here lying, saying you don't smoke weed. So anyway, so long, like, her whole family comes to my house to talk about this, and Flower lets me take all the blame. She sits there denying everything, and my mom is saying, no, she smoked it too. I saw them. She smoked it too. I saw them. But Flower's parents are a bit just not, like, they're just believing her, like, that she didn't smoke it. So it's like, so I didn't even care. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna own up to what I did, because I already owned up to my parents, apologize, and I faced the consequences for what I did. I made a stupid mistake that I would never make ever again. But Flower was out here lying and let me take all the blame, and made me look like the bad one. And it was just a bit crazy. But after that, my parents kind of just realized, like, well, they been knew the type of girl Flower was, but they were just like, you need to stay away from Flower. Like, she's not your friend. And a little while after that, me and Flower fell out and we're not friends anymore. So, yeah, guys, the thing that just really annoyed me about it all was the fact that Flower was denying the whole thing. She got away with it, like, and I had to, like, just, like, kind of, like, get in trouble for it all by myself when I wasn't the only one that smoked it. But it was kind of a thing where, you know what, I shouldn't have done it in the first place. So I just kind of, and then on top of that, like, Flower's dad, uncle, was telling me, oh, I'll slap you and all this. And I was like, check your daughter, because she smoked too. But it was just kind of a thing where it was just like, oh, I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. So, like, I didn't even fight it. I didn't even fight, like, the whole, oh, but Sarah smoked it too. Oh, but Flower smoked it too. And Flowers, like, my mom was like, Flower smoked it too. I know she did. And I got videos of her doing it. But I didn't show her parents, but I showed my parents, so they been used it. Flower did that. So then, yeah, moral of the story, guys, is don't smoke weed. What do you want to smoke weed for? Like, it honestly, it didn't do anything for me except get me in a whole lot of trouble and got my phone took off me for a week and got me my ass beat. I got beat. Like, honestly, guys, 1 Corinthians 6:20 says, for you were bought with a price, so glorify God in your body. So why would I go and now be putting all these toxic, it's like me smoking weed, was that glorifying God in my body? No, it was not. But at that time, I was living such a terrible lifestyle. I wanted to do what all my friends were doing. I wanted to be part of the clique. I wanted to be a cool kid. I wanted to be part of the gang. All my friends were smoking weed, so I thought, let me go do it. But I'm not built for that. I wasn't supposed to be doing, like, I still am not supposed to be doing that. So I don't do it. But now I'm more sure of myself as a Christian, and I'm more sure of myself as a child of God. Like, I've grown a lot since then. So, like, weed, bringing that around me, I'm honestly just gonna tell you, the Bible says, for you were bought with a price, so glorify God in your body. And I will now come and put weed inside my body. Your body is a temple of God. And I'm like, no. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. No, I don't want to smoke with you. No, I don't want to smoke with you. And the devil is a liar, because if not for God, if he had not saved me with the type of friends I had and the type of things I was doing with those friends, only God knows where I would be right now. Only God knows, because the way it was going, it was not going good. It was not, but thank God, because he saved me, he covered me, and my mom beat the Holy Spirit back into me. She literally beat sense into me, because you'd never catch me doing that shit again. Obviously, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm perfect or judge other people, because, like, we're all sinners. Just because I'm not committing the crime of smoking weed does not mean there could be somebody that I'm still holding a grudge against. That is a sin. So, or like, I could be doing other stuff. So because I'm not lying to my parents about doing this and doing that anymore, and because I'm not smoking weed, does not make me better than the person that's smoking weed, because I could still be committing other sins that makes me a sinner. So I can't sit here and say, oh, I'm not smoking weed, so I'm good. I'm not doing this, so I'm good. Like, you can't say one sin is better than another, because both of them will still lead you into hell. So me sitting here and saying, oh, I don't smoke weed, guys, I used to, but I don't, so I'm good now. I'm not perfect. I strive to be. I'm trying to be, and I'm going to get there one day. But as for right now, I know I'm better than I was then, and I'm not smoking weed or doing that stuff no more. I know I'm better than I was then, but I'm still trying to get better. So we thank God for, at least I'm not like that anymore, but we still have, it's a journey, and I'm far from finished. You know what I mean? But we just thank God. We thank God for saving me from weed. Nah, guys. So yeah, guys, just don't do it. Especially, like, don't do it if you know you got parents that are gonna beat you for it, because my ass got beat. And, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, like, I don't talk to Flower anymore, so I don't know. Flower could be a better person now, so I don't want, like, anything being like, oh, yeah, Flower was bad. No. And I'm not gonna sit here and judge people again. Like, I have to say again, because I don't want people coming for me and saying, oh, you talking about people. I'm not, it's like, in my religion, as a Christian, you shouldn't be smoking weed. If you're not a Christian and you're smoking weed, then it's not my place to judge you for what you decide to do. But I don't want to be inside that bracket, so I decide not to smoke the weed. Thank you. But I'm not gonna sit here and say oh, I don't smoke weed, I don't do this anymore, I'm not leading the life I used to do because so I'm perfect and you're not. Never that.
Period. 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 Nothing left to say, like, period. 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 Period.
Never that. Everybody has their own sin and nobody's perfect, period. You heard? So, like, once again, guys, we thank God. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go watch my other videos. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And yes, go watch my makeup tutorial and hair, the review I did on this hair. You know, I know y'all see the kid. The hair is still good. It's been like a month now and we still going strong. So yeah, thanks guys.
The bed to the enter body. All the girl them go shake their body.